Now, your rights to pay and benefits and so on whilst you're on leave, it's a very technical area, very complicated again, a number of different layers of regulations, European case law and social security regulation, as well as specific discrimination and maternity regulations. Basically, you're entitled to statutory maternity pay, provided you've worked for at least 26 weeks continuously for your employer. And you also may be entitled to company maternity pay. So that will depend on whether there is a maternity policy at your workplace. And that could give you enhanced rights to pay and two other benefits during your maternity leave. And in terms of other benefits, the basic provisions are that during your first 6 months, which is called ordinary maternity leave, all your benefits continue to accrue as normal, so pension entitlements, and, for example, entitlements to a car or entitlements to health insurance, and that those benefits are still paid. Position in the second 6 months is a little bit more complicated, and you'll need to check your contract. Holiday continues to accrue, again, both under the working time regulations, so your statutory right to holiday, but also under your contract. And many women tag on their entitlement to holiday either at the beginning or the end of their maternity leave to make the maternity leave longer. So the amount of leave you want to take might well depend on how much money you're entitled to, especially if you're the main breadwinner or you're a single mother. If you do have enhanced maternity rights under your contract of employment, under a maternity policy, you'll often find there's a repayment provision, which means that your employer might recoup the additional money they've paid to you over and above your statutory entitlement if you don't come back to work. And that can be if you don't come back to work at all, or if you don't come back to work within a certain period of time, or if you don't come back to work for a certain period of minimum time after you return from maternity leave. So you might well have to come back and work there for at least a year, or else you'll have to repay the benefit. So that's something to look out for, because obviously if you change your mind at the last minute about going back, you might find yourself with a big bill. In practice, lots of employers don't enforce it. And obviously, if you just resigned, they would have to take legal action against you to recoup the money. But some employers will do that because they don't want to set a precedent, so you need to be aware of it. Statutory maternity pay varies according to your actual earnings. So for the first 6 weeks of your leave, you get 90% of your earnings. For the remaining 33 weeks, you get statutory maternity pay, or 90% of your earnings, if that's lower than the current rate of statutory maternity pay. So it's a little bit complicated, but your payroll will work that out automatically. And there are many websites you can check on just to check you're getting the right amount. The current rate of statutory maternity pay, so what most people get for the remaining 33 weeks of their leave, if their paid leave, is £124.88 per week.